What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Don Dons? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as you come on up in the room. Make sure you hit that like button as you come on up in the room. Listen, so we are here to review episode 10 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're gonna recap and review, give you my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think about this particular episode. I told you guys I was gonna bring you a review. So I gotta do just what I said. Okay, gotta do just what I said. All right. For those of you that are just coming up in the room, please again make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do so that you don't miss anything. Make sure you bang the notification bell and set your notifications to all so that you won't know when I drop. So that you will know when I drop a video and when I go live. Okay, period. Listen, y'all make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. All right, that's Instagram, Twitter. That is down in the description box of this actual video. And again, if you would like to show the channel some love, okay, you can still do that via Cash App, $ Chef Don Don 2, or via Venmo at Chef Don Don 2 as well. It is greatly appreciated. And it does go back into the show. All right. So again, I appreciate all the love that you guys are sending this way. Listen, this episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, mm. Let's get into it. Now, from what I also understand, we will get an episode of Potomac this coming up Sunday. And this coming up Sunday, we will get that's gonna be on the 18th. Okay. So on the 18th, we will get one more episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and then they are going on a break and they won't return until after the new year. Okay. Because if you don't know, Christmas and New Year's both fall on Sunday of this year. So let me see. Let me go back here. So yeah, so December the 25th and January the 1st, there won't be a actual episode of Potomac. Okay. So this coming up week, which is the 18th, is going to be the last episode. All right. All right, until after the holidays. All right. So let's get into some things. Let's get into some things. But before we do, please make sure that you understand that all of this commentary is alleged and these are our opinions about the show. Listen, it ain't that deep. All right. For me, it's not that deep. We're just reviewing a TV show. None of these people know me. None of these people know you. Now let's get on into the thing. Let's get into the thing and be respectful down in the comment section. And that's on periods. All right, all right, all right, all right. Again, we are here to review the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is going to be season 7, episode 10. Okay. Now, this is cleaning up the mess, child. Seemed like we were just doing a whole bunch of nothing in this episode. All this apologizing and stuff that we doing. And for what? For what? Wendy and Candace, what are y'all apologizing to Robert for? Okay? Why we apologizing to Robert? What 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 did y'all do to Robert? Here she go over here being the one talking about Wendy is antagonistic. No, that's you, sis. No, you literally pulled out a phone in your confessions. You said you didn't like Wendy. Then you got up on the Today Show and did that interview line talking about you care for Wendy's businesses and stuff. She has so much to lose. But what about when you didn't invite her kids to that little thing you made up, that little picnic day you made up with all them games and stuff? You made it up real quick, and you had no intentions on inviting Wendy when you thought about that. Anyway, we ain't gonna go backwards. Let's go forwards, and let's get into this episode. So the episode opens up with Karen in the sauna and Ashley doing her TikTok. All I could think about was TikTok, Ashley, TikTok. I know it's TikTok meal, but I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, what's up, everybody that's just joining us? Please make sure that you do like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. We are going to be reviewing the Real Housewives of Miami, the Real Housewives of Durban, and we're going to be reviewing the Real Housewives of New Jersey whenever we do get it. Okay, y'all know I like the Housewives. That's just it's just something about me. I like them. I like them. Okay, so let's get back into this episode, child. Hold on one second. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And I do apologize for the lateness of this actual um review and recap. But hey, thank y'all for kicking it with your boy and making sure that we get this out anyway. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get back into this. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to change something. Uh, there we go. All right. Okay, so there are all my socials down at the bottom of the screen now so that you guys can get those. You got the Venmo, you got the Cash App, you got the Instagram, the Twitter, and Amazon as well. I promise we are going to go live on Amazon too, soon. I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay, so again, the episode opens up with Karen and the sauna and Ashley doing her TikTok child. Then we pin over to Giselle and Robin talking about the success of Reasonably Shady, right? She says that Reasonably Shady has been they have been honored, they have received some awards, they have been nominated for some awards such as the NAACP award and different things of that sort. And they're getting ready for a live podcast show. Okay. And so Jizzy Nick and Robert are sitting down having this conversation and how they want this live uh recording, podcast recording to be and such things like that, right? So they're talking to their assistant, I guess their producer or whoever helps them with the show. And she ends up telling them what she thinks that they should have. And then she ends up leaving, right? So then Robert is talking to Jizzleneck, right, about Wendy at the club. And for me in that particular moment, Robin, what you're not about to do is you're not about to act like you wasn't just as lovey-dovey on Wendy as Wendy was on you. Like, I mean, we see this stuff on camera. Do y'all think that? I mean, I don't know. Do you think certain things just don't make it, or you don't? I don't know. But the whole acting like you don't be the one what's going on be so. I just I've been wanting to pull every lock out of my head. The more that I sit back and watch Robert act like she don't know what folks is talking about, or she doesn't take any accountability for anything. Like, you literally said in your confessional that you didn't like this woman. You filmed these scenes knowing good and well that you didn't like this woman. So you gonna talk about when y'all was in the club, it was all her that was all over you. No, what we saw on camera that the producers played back, we saw it was equal opportunity for both of y'all. Okay. Robert, stop it. Stop it, Robert. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. So Robin says that Wendy cried and cried and she said she's sorry and she's sorry and she's sorry. And girl, again, don't try it with us. Don't try it with us. But then, we say this, and then here go Wendy later on in the episode actually apologize. But anyway, Robin says that she's going to be meeting with Candace to see where their relationship is, right? Her and Candace has had a rocky relationship this season, or it seems like it has been rocky, right? Now we pin over to Chris and Candace actually getting ready for a celebration. Candace has gotten her second degree, and it is a business degree. All right. So shout out to Candace and congratulations for going out and soaring and taking care of whatever she needs to take care of for her. And so congratulations to Candace on that. Now, um, Chris is going down the invite list. And so he mentions is Candace gonna be inviting Karen? And so Candace then says that she is gonna invite Karen because she wants to have a conversation with Karen where she is admitting to saying some stuff about Karen's marriage. Now, if you don't remember, we saw it in the trailer, we saw it in previous episodes where Candace said some things. it was brought out this last episode at the dinner table, and Candace didn't admit it in that moment, but now she's admitting it. She's saying that a producer had to remind her that she said that. Now, here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. One thing we must keep in mind is that she did mention that in her confessionals, which then makes me think as well that even if she did forget saying that, confessionals are filmed way after the scene or the season is filmed, right? They don't get to see the edits or anything, but that's how they film their confessionals. So for me, um, that is why she wants to invite Karen so that she can speak to Karen about that and own up to it. And my biggest thing was Candace owning up to that. I wish she would have owned up to it at the table when she said it, but I'm here for it because I wasn't really wanting her to apologize for this, and we have to wait until the reunion to get an apology. Like, I was hoping that she would admit that she did it, and she did. All right. Now, Candace and Chris is still talking. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, everybody that is just joining us. Please, please, please like the video, like the video, like the video. Uh, okay, hold on. Okay, okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But yeah, okay. So Candace admits that she has missed her period. And so, of course, with that being said, in that scene, there was a possibility of her being pregnant or pregnant, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? With her saying that she has missed her period or her cycle. And so she's having a conversation with Chris about that, right? So then we pin over to Karen and we get to see Matt again, y'all. Now we ain't seen Matt in a while. If you don't know who Matt is, Matt was the friend that everybody was eating up at the table when Karen decided to have this little vague conversation about her whole tax issue with Ray, right? Y'all remember Matt? Y'all remember Matt? Giselle asking, I thought he was your attorney. I can't remember if that was Giselle or Ashley that asked that, y'all. I can go back and watch that episode, but I think it was, I want to say it was Giselle and Ashley was hounding in to see who this man was, child. So we get to see Matt again, right? So Matt is talking to Karen about, and actually, Karen actually lets us know that she been knowing Matt since he was 17, right? I don't know how old Matt is now, but Matt looked like he knocking on by 45. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, Karen reveals that she is doing a Karen Huger experience, a live experience. Now, I will go ahead and let y'all know something. I have seen Karen doing this for quite some time. So if you guys have been paying attention to her Instagram, I don't think I follow her on Instagram. I think it's Twitter and YouTube where I've been paying attention to her a lot. I noticed lately she's been reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac episodes on her YouTube channel. And then as far as like her Twitter, I had seen her actually doing this whole live thing. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to say allegedly, but if I'm not mistaken, if you guys remember back a couple of months ago when they were filming and it was noticed that I'm sorry, that Mia had said some stuff to Karen while Karen was on stage. I believe that may have been her first Karen experience. So again, I have seen that she's been in the works with this. Now, do I know if because Karen always look a little suspicious when she do business ventures that the other ladies do. And I know she explained that to Matt, like in this group, we all do some of the same stuff, but for I understand that Jizzle and Robert have a podcast, but they were getting ready to do a live show as well. So it looks as though Karen is doing it after them, and you all know what that looks like. The reality is, let's see here. Reality is that um it can look as if she copied off of them. I mean, but who would want to copy off of Robert and Jizzle? I mean, I'm just saying, but people do live podcasts, live shows, live everything, all the time. Like, so anyway, child, whatever. Now, Cameron reveals that she is aware of Jizzle and Robin doing a live podcast show and that they are doing it. And Matt ends up saying that it's not giving interesting and it's not interesting at all. And Karen says that she is the grand dame. So she is interesting. I'm like, okay, Karen. Okay, Karen. All right. So then we pin over to Wendy and Eddie. Okay. We pin over to Wendy and Eddie. Y'all, I don't care what y'all say. Wendy and Candace, to me, are the most two beautiful women on this cast. Not saying that the other women aren't beautiful, but I was looking at Candace's smile, and let me tell you something. A really beautiful smile will do something to me. I hope it do something to y'all too, but I'm just saying that that smile just do something to me. So Candace, I feel like Candace and Wendy both have a really beautiful smile. So I just had to say, I just had to say that. Now, anyway, Eddie picks up Wendy from the airport. Now, Wendy is coming in from Chicago. She was at the University of Chicago speaking to the children. I mean, speaking to the campus there. Now, Wendy says that she is always in pain. She's always doing something. She goes down this list of things that she has to do during her birthday week and all of this kind of stuff. And the bottom line is, Wendy, you have to take care of yourself, right? You got to take care of yourself so the kids will know what time it is, okay? But Wendy is actually going through, or she's going to be undergoing, I believe, gallbladder surgery, and she was saying that she's constantly in pain. She just doesn't say anything about it. She just keeps on moving like nothing is going on, and that's so easy to do. It's so easy to do, especially if you're used to trying to be that strong person for your family. Um, it's easy to do that. It's easy to forget about. Unfortunately, the way that this is gonna come off, it's easy to forget about your health when you're busy like that, right? So, shout out to Wendy for making sure that she goes to get the help that she needs. Now we get the meetup from Candace and Robin, right? Y'all about to be mad at me when I give y'all my commentary on this, cause I'm sorry, I can't do it. Now this scene starts off kind of awkward, right? Because we know that Candace and Robin have had some tension, but not only that, Robin pulled out a speaker at the dinner the night before, and she played Candace's live Instagram live, right? So they haven't been on good terms since then, and they really weren't on good terms before that. I didn't like how Robert also explained the altercation between Wendy and Mia, because again, it sounds like she was on the side of Mia, and I just wasn't here for that. So anyway, we go into the conversation, and they go into the conversation with Robin saying that her dear friend, which is her hairdresser, lost her sister and brother-in-law. So Robin is taking it really, really hard. So here's my thing. Are we using that as an excuse to be buttholes to people? Cause that just ain't it. And then what we not gonna do is use that death as a way for you to say, "Oh, well, I value all of my friendships. Life is too short." Don't do that. Don't do that. I feel like again, what Robin is doing is tap dancing on people's intelligence. And I'm sorry, you can say what you want to, but she used that in that moment as a sympathy pull. She used it as a sympathy pull when in that moment she should have owned up to what she has contributed to the demise of her and Candace's friendship. Because it ain't just Candace. Let's be clear. Robin has ways about her that will end a friendship with anybody. So the only reason why her and Jizzle friendship ain't ended is because they actually support each other's foolishness. I'm like, what are we doing? So are we gonna really use it? Do you even know them people? I mean, I get that that was your hairdresser's sister, but I mean, and I can understand being emotional for your friend's hair, but I'm sorry, you was balling like that was your sister and brother-in-law. I'm just keeping it a book. I'm just keeping it a book. To me, to me, again, this is my opinion. It seemed like a sympathy card to pull out of and to be held responsible or acknowledge what Robin has done in the demise of a friendship. I ain't really like that, y'all. I didn't. I didn't. And honestly, I wish y'all could see my notes. I got a whole page of notes that was dedicated to the fact of Robin sitting there crying. And it's like, we already know that no matter what you say, it's gonna make Candace cry. And I'm not saying that in a bad way or anything like that, but she knew that immediately after she did that, that Candace was going to feel her emotion or in that particular moment, and then she's gonna start feeding into what's going on. I get it. Candace did ask when she came up how everyone is doing. So I'm assuming everyone knew who this person was in Potomac. That's what it sounded like to me. And also when Robin goes to Candace's celebration, someone also brings it up to Robin outside. So I'm assuming that this person was well known, okay, in that particular area. But again, I feel like Robin used that in the wrong moment. And that's just how I feel. You can't change it. Moving on. All right. So they move on to now address their issues, right? However, Candace says that she feels like she is the only one that thinks that, or she feels like Robin is probably one of the only good friends in the group. Now, I'll say this. I'll say this. Since Candace has been on the show, um, her and Robin's friendship hasn't been as rocky as her friendship with other people have been, right? Um, but here's my thing, like these ladies want to be validated by Giselle so bad that they don't mind apologizing, knowing that Giselle and Robin are sneaky and are talking and doing things behind these folks' back. And it's so crazy to me that none of them actually acknowledge that. Like, we really apologizing to these people who are going to, I'm sure, do something crazy probably the next episode. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, so they move on to their issues. Now, Candace lets Robin know that she understands how Robin felt. Candace says that she really isn't talking about Robin when she said that bees ain't loyal. And Robin made it a point to say that Candace needed to specify next time who she was talking about. Again, that felt like a moment in bullying Candace to, and hear me out when I say this. It felt like a moment again for you to say you wanted Candace to really name you by name, which in that particular moment, listen, Candace was going off on her live, whatever. So what? Should she have owned up to it? Absolutely. What she said in that lie, did she lie? No, she did not. That's the problem. She didn't. However, again, I would have appreciated it if Candace would have owned it in that moment. Now, uh, I feel like again, Robin got off of this got out of this conversation without even acknowledging what she may have done in the demise of their friendship. Um, and I guess we'll get into it when we talk more about her and Wendy's apology, child. Was you apologizing, Wendy? Why is you apologizing? Okay, anyway, Candace immediately asked how the people are, and so that's when Robin goes into the whole thing. Um, let's see, am I missing anything? They move on to the issues. Okay, y'all, I'm just reading my notes. Okay, so now we pin over to Mia. Okay, we pin over to Mia. Mia says that her and G developed um, the joint chiropractic back in 2019, that they have 14 joint chiropractor offices in 4 different states, and that um, they own and operate those in the 4 regions. Okay. Now, they do have 4 other locations where they collect the royalties and make sure that everyone is doing their job. That's what Mia said. I ain't say that. Mia did, okay? Period. All right. Now, production plays back Mia telling the ladies, if y'all don't remember in season 6 when her and Candace had that salad tossing situation, and Mia brought up the fact that this is when the internet was really eating Mia up when she said that Candace could be one of the reasons, getting into it with Candace and her saying your mama was one of the reasons that she felt like if her mom went back to whatever she was doing, that she was gonna get Candace for it. And we expressed our grievances last season about that. Like, you can't come up on a platform that you're on and 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 bring your mom on this platform and try to tell her story and her testimony and use that against everybody else on the cast. So when they have something to say, then you want to revert back to that. You can't do that. And then the whole thing, oh, I make $450,000 a year. And a scholar told her, girl, can we go a moment without you talking about your money? Can we go a moment without you talking about being a boss, without or go a moment without you talking about being a CEO? What's going on, everybody that's just coming in here? How y'all doing? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure that you comment and let me know how you feel about this particular episode, okay? Let me know, let me know, let me know. So now, again, production plays that back. And then production also plays back where Mia admits to G that they had some type of business situation that may have that fell through and stuff like that. Now, one thing I want y'all to keep in mind now, before the end of this live, I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all remember just right before the show started, maybe 2 weeks before the show started, maybe a week before the show started, very strategic, like, okay, very strategically, Mia came out with that announcement that her brother-in-law had snatched the businesses from up under them. But even if your brother snatched the business from up under you, what you said about your businesses in this episode don't line up with the fact that your brother can just come in and snatch up your businesses. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Per what we see on the camera. Mm-mm. All right. Now, Mia says that family and friends make it happen in the business. When she said that, that really told me right there. That really told me right there what I needed to know. That told me what I needed to know. Now, they are opening up a joint chiropractic clinic in the DC area, right? And so Mia is having her grand opening, right? And so well, I'm gonna say all of the ladies arrive because only one lady from the cast arrived, and that's Karen. Karen says that she supports her friends. She doesn't throw her friendships away, and she supports her friends. Now, Karen then asks Mia where her mom is at. And Mia then kind of, alludes to the fact that she's just not here. And so Karen thinks that, there's something going on. And so she apologizes for even bringing up her mom in that particular moment. And I felt like that wasn't a moment to apologize because, I mean, she brought her mom to the camera. So you asking her mom is doing shouldn't be one of those situations where you be like, once you get an answer, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You paraded your mom around for her drug issues and stuff like that. So me asking about your mom and asking how your mom is doing is not a moment to apologize. I'm just saying. Did y'all see Jacqueline at the grand opening? Did y'all see Jacqueline at the grand opening? You hear me? Do you hear me? Um, was Jacqueline there? Where was Jacqueline at? I'm just saying, I was like, where is Jacqueline? Anyway, I mean, if that's been your friend since high school, uh, elementary school, preschool, whatever it is, your friend should have been there for you for your grand opening. Okay. Anyway, shout out to Karen. But like her or not, she still showed up. Anyway, Ashley shows up to Uncle Lumpkin house. All right. Now let me tell y'all something. They just need to go and give Uncle Lumpkin a champagne glass because Uncle Lumpkin seemed like the only one on the real Housewives of Potomac with some good sense. Okay. Anyway, Ashley is mentioning what's going on with her and Michael, that they are yelling back and forth with each other. Dean is telling them to stop yelling at each other and all of that stuff, child. And I'm over here like, okay, okay, Ashley. Okay. So Ashley starts crying. She says that she's afraid of being a mother to those two boys by getting a divorce from Michael, you know. And I think everybody is like Uncle Lumpkin. Girl, what is you doing? What are you doing? You confusing us. You confusing in us. We don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what you're doing, right? You confusion in us. Get it together, Ashley. Get it together. Get it together. But her auntie, uh, Uncle Lumpkin's wife. And if y'all don't know, Uncle Lumpkin is, and I know his name is Uncle Lump. I do, but it's something about saying Uncle Lump. Him and Mama Sheila are brother and sisters, and that's Ashley's mom. Okay. All right. Now let's get back into this. Now Candace picks up Mama Dot for the party and the celebration. So we pin over to Giselle's twin girls, Adore and Angel. I think their name is Adore and Angel. If I'm not, yes, yes. So yes, yes. So this is Adore and Angel's party. Okay. So uh in comes Kyle. What's his name? Kyle, her Giselle's best friend slash hairstylist. Um and so anyway, um hold on one second, guys. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure, make sure, make sure. Make sure, make sure, make sure you like the video. Let's see here. Okay. So then in comes after Kyle that we say, or whatever his name is, that we say is really not Giselle friend. Here come Pastor Jamal the Bryant. Jamal Bryant comes in. Now, I'm gonna eat Jamal Bryant up real quick because I already told y'all what I find to be very interesting. You got on there, you held that cash register upside down, and you did all of that thinking you was reading the people. You actually said in that live that you done over there at the church. You said that you was gonna never be a part of reality TV again. I don't care what it was for. They had to submit that scene in order for you to show up. You knew they was filming, and you said out your mouth that you weren't gonna never be on the Real Housewives of Potomac again. But you was on there. You was on there. And listen, this was definitely filmed after you said that. Now I'm gonna give it to Jamal. They're Married to Medicine when he was on their season 8. They actually had filmed that because if you guys don't remember, Giselle and Robin actually showed up to film a scene with Married to Medicine, right? But the original scene was supposed to be filmed with Monique Samuels, right? It was Monique Samuels and it was somebody, I think it was Karen actually. think it was Monique and Karen that was supposed to be the original 2 that was supposed to film for Married to Medicine, but they ended up using Giselle and Robin because Monique was, of course, no longer gonna be filming or Monique had quit, whatever the case may be. Alright, anyway, so Angela and Adora have their cute party, and, Jamal and Giselle talk about them and so forth and on. Now Candace is getting ready and Mama Dot, baby, Mama Dot sees a snake and Candace screams. And Mama Dot is like, girl, I ain't know. I thought you said Giselle wasn't coming. Baby. I was like, this is something serious. All right. Um, so then all right, everybody's showing up to the picnic for Candace, okay? Everybody's showing up to the picnic for Candace and Karen. Um, everybody's talking. Now we get on the conversation about Robin and his wedding, child. So Karen asks Robin, girl, when is the wedding? And so Robin says, oh, it's going to be a private ceremony with just the 4 of us. And Karen is like, what? Girl, you done all this talking and done all of this, and you're not even going to invite us to your wedding. And Robin said, nope, child. Then they end up having a conversation, and then here we go with Wendy and Robin, or Wendy apologizing to Robin. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, oh my, um, we're apologizing. And so Wendy has to say, so Wendy apologizes for whatever she felt like she did wrong. And again, I'm not quite sure why Wendy apologized. But okay, you apologize for your part in whatever the demise of the friendship is, right? But then here comes Robin. Okay. So Wendy says, so you're not gonna apologize? And she said, I already did. Girl, you didn't apologize for saying that you didn't like Wendy. You didn't apologize for recording Wendy. You didn't apologize for none of that stuff. So, girl, cut it out. What we talking about between Eddie and Wendy's marriage, that happened last season. Of course, it did roll over into this season because of the way you was acting like you didn't know what Wendy was talking about. But come on now, we got to do better than that. We got to do absolutely better than that. And so, with that being said, I feel like again that the apology was just like we ain't need it. We ain't need the apology. Um. Okay. So getting back into the last piece of this. Oh, we talked about them folks. Okay, let's get into. Oh, okay. So Wendy apologized and so forth and on. They hugging each other and going on and stuff like that, and it kind of pissed me off. But. So again, that was episode 10 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, just remember that um next week is going to be the final episode until after the holidays. Once the holidays are over, um once the holidays are over, then um we will get the Real Housewives of Potomac back, okay? And for some reason, I don't know why I keep thinking. Okay, so I think it comes back on January the 8th, guys. I think it comes back on January the 8th. So we get this episode on the 18th. We take a break the 25th and the 1st, which is Christmas and New Year's Day. And then we'll be back on the 8th of January. Okay. All right. With that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning into this here review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all make sure y'all comment down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Make sure you bang that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. And I love y'all. I see y'all in the next video. Peace.